How many friends and family have you stopped talking to? How many neighbors and coworkers now make you grit your teeth? Chances are, a few. Research suggests political polarization is at an all-time high, and personal relationships are bearing the brunt of our discord. But Tania Israel aims to convince us that it doesn't have to be this way. A professor of counseling and psychology at the University of California, Santa Barbara and fellow of the American Psychological Association, Israel has for years conducted a successful workshop that helps people have constructive conversations with those they disagree with politically, and given TEDx talks on the subject. Now she's brought what she teaches to the pages of her new book, Beyond Your Bubble: How to Connect Across the Political Divide, Skills and Strategies for Conversations That Work, APA Life Tools, that drops August 11th. It's a practical, politically neutral how-to for developing and using skills that are building blocks of constructive conversation, to help readers find strategies for listening to and understanding someone else's perspective in the hope of finding common ground. Why? She believes our well-being, both personally and as a nation, hinges on it. If we cannot survive outside of our bubbles, if we cannot tolerate listening to our friends and families and neighbors, if we cannot see beyond our own perspectives, if we view our fellow citizens as enemies, how can we sustain our relationships, our communities, our country? Israel writes. What's more, even if we don't end up agreeing on policies or values, we can humanize rather than demonize those with whom we disagree. We could exchange ideas respectfully, we could deepen our understanding of ourselves and each other. We talked to Israel for Find Out More. Our conversation has been condensed and edited for clarity. What is real dialogue? It's about being able to understand ideas and the people who hold them, and being able to make a connection with these people. My first experience with this kind of dialogue was when I was in my 20s and brought together a group of pro-choice and pro-life people to have dialogue with each other in the 90s. It was a really amazing experience. It helped me to get the nuances of people's opinions. From there, I made a flowchart just to help people be more intentional about how they are having these conversations. To think about their motivations and making choices about whether or not, and how, to have those conversations based on what they want to get out of it. You'll see on my website you can purchase it on a Thanksgiving-themed placemat. Ha, convenient. In your book you cite research from 2017 that indicates people have a more negative view of each other than at any time in history. Do you think it has gotten worse over the subsequent years? Or is it difficult to tell? It may be worse, but I don't actually know that.